Here we are. Okay. I was confused about what we were doing. Hi, Diana Steele's here.
Yes,
in
she
the
is.
flesh. Nice to see you. Talking smoothies.
Yeah, superfood smoothies. And so what do you need to think about when you're planning your smoothie? I think that
Smoothies are a thing now, right? Especially like post-workout, but even just as a meal supplement. And I feel like sometimes I'm throwing too much stuff in and it might be way more calories than I need to consume.
Exactly. And I've had this conversation with several people that work here because they're always asking, what else should they put in? Do you do smoothies?
No.
You like smoothies, though.
But if it was convenient.
No, wait a minute. There's a store across the street. I go to them.
Oh, well, there you go.
That way I
See,
don't
and
have to buy a
convenience
blender.
is, yeah, so that's a really big thing. So one thing to think about is what are your greens? And I think a smoothie should have as much nutrition as you can pack into it, especially foods that you don't normally eat.
Right.
And so if you can do something like chard or kale or spinach.
I do frozen kale because it makes it
Perfect.
cold.
And it's already cut and washed, so
Yes.
that's ready to go as well.
See?
And then you want something that's going to provide some sweetness. So whether it's yams or banana or carrots or mangoes, those are all great flavoring for sweetness. Even
You need a pretty
beet
hardy
or
blender
dates.
I have
to
a
get through
question.
some of this stuff, though, right?
I have a question. Kale, that seems to be a recent thing, even though it's been around forever. No one seemed to talk about kale 10 years ago.
Well, now that
Did they get a good PR person? Like, what happened
Only the
there?
cool kids are doing kale,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, I know broccoli was a superfood for a long
Yeah.
time, and now kids are done with broccoli, so we're going to throw kale into their
All right, so
smoothie.
kale's
They
it,
are
okay.
a superfood for sure. And then after you've done your sweetness and your greens, then you want to find the antioxidant boost. So whether that's going to come from your blueberries,
Yes.
or if you wanted to add, like Brazil nuts over here are high in selenium. Some people are really into turmeric root, and you can get it as a powder, but you can actually buy the turmeric root. And if you add a little bit of black pepper to it, you'll absorb the curcumin
Don't
that's
spill
in
that
there.
on your
No,
clothes,
yes,
yeah.
it's
whatever.
yellow.
I'm wearing
yeah.
a white jacket. You know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Make a big mess. So all of these things combined, then you have to have some sort of liquid. And so whether you use kefir or you could use a coconut water, just regular water, you could use juice.
Coffee.
You could use cashew fresh unsweetened. You could maybe use coffee in some of these, probably not in the one that I'm going to make.
Not milk, though?
And you could use milk, sure. Yeah. So, and especially if you're trying to get a little bit more protein, then milk would be a really great one to do.
Peanut butter?
And you could add peanut butter, and the nuts that you add in are flax seeds or hemp seeds. They provide a little bit of protein as well.
It's like there are no rules to the smoothie.
Well, sure, a little bit of everything, but that's the
Okay.
problem. Then people are
Lawless
adding
out
in.
there, Squire.
If you add in like a tablespoon of chia, a tablespoon of flax, a tablespoon of hemp, suddenly you're at a smoothie that's about 1,000 calories. And so you don't want to be adding in tablespoons. You want to add teaspoons of those kinds of things, and then have them, once a day. So you're being really consistent. And all of these ingredients might be too much for some people to throw together. And so the benefit of this company, I helped them. I did some consulting with them. It's called The Good Stuff Co. And they are ready to blend superfood smoothies that are delivered to your door.
So you dump this in the blender?
Yeah, so you open it up and you
away
can
here.
see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's the blueberries in there, there's goji berries in this one, there's parsley, there's all kinds of greens at the bottom, and we're gonna dump that in. So the ingredients are, we've got beets and yams, blueberries, a little bit of oats, banana and dates for sweetness, the turmeric, and then the greens, and then
Do you
we're going to
add the
add
liquid?
orange juice. Yeah, so
Okay.
you just add your own liquid. So typically what they would recommend is that you pour it into the cup and then you blend it here, but I don't want to spill on your clothes, so we're just going to give it a little squeeze. So you can see all the different layers of all the vegetables
All what you
in
just
there.
said is in there.
Can you get
Exactly.
the nutritional
Yeah.
information on these?
Online,
each one?
yeah, each
Okay,
one. And so the
that's what I would-
calories are listed, and the proteins, the grams of fiber, and so some of them are going to be lower in calories. We're going to put that lid on there.
And this isn't actually a storefront, it's a delivery
That's
service,
right. They
okay.
deliver only in Vancouver and the Lower Mainland at the moment, but stay tuned.
But who knows?
Yes. And we'll just
How
turn up
easy
the
is that?
blender. Get the power going. I was given explanation on how to do this. Here we go.
Let's just do this, shall we?
There we go. Pretty much done. So I hope I blended that long enough, but it's so noisy on TV. And then pour it into your, oh no, I didn't blend it long enough. It's still frozen in there.
Is it? Okay,
Anyway,
so-
yeah, but you get the point. I won't pour it in because it'll just slop on me. So, and there's different flavor combinations. So if you're a real health nut, you can do the easy greens, which is all greens. If you're the wise ninja, then you wanted to do the anti-inflammatory one, which has a little bit more turmeric and some of the other
Every
anti-inflammatory
ninja needs
ingredients.
anti-inflammatory.
There.
There's one for kids, the Madagascar, and so this one's got strawberry and banana, but they still have the kale, the greens in there. So there's going to be a way of getting some greens into your kids. The Kitsilano Sunrise is an antioxidant one, and this diesel Diesel Monster you would love for your muscle building post-workout.
You assume I have muscles.
You get protein powder in there, Vega protein powder, as well as peanut butter, which you were talking about earlier.
Yes.
And it's all pre-portioned, and the calories are there. So something like this would be 300 calories, whereas something like this would be 90 calories.
And that basically would make a glass.
Yeah, one full glass, so one serving. So it's about $5 per serving. So if you need a convenient way to get those greens in there, then this is an option. Otherwise, go buy your greens and cut it up and do this sort of pretty mixture.
So how many times a day would you recommend someone drink a smoothie?
I think for one meal a day, that's a great way of adding in. Yeah. And take it with you if you want. So keep it in a refrigerated container and then have other foods.
So don't OD on smoothies.
No,
don't have
OD on
a
the
total
smoothies.
smoothie diet.
A smoothie like this is fairly well balanced, so you could have it a couple times a day.
Oh, okay.
But if you were only doing fruits and vegetables, you're missing out on the protein. So.
All right.
I think it's a great way to, like I say, I put the kale in there and you don't even taste it and you're getting your greens.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so thegoodstuffco.com is the website,
That's
right?
correct.
Okay, awesome. Dana, that was so fun.
Thanks.
We're gonna blend this up in a
finish this
commercial
out
break,
now.
right? Yeah,
Exactly.
okay. More information, if you'd like to get in touch with Diana, there's a couple of ways of doing that on your screen right now. 604-739-3290. Eating4energy.com is the website. Thank you so much for being with us.